I forgot to light incense for Grandma. The living keep their promises, so they won't lose trust. The dead keep theirs, so they won't lose their soul. But if you forget your promise to them, they might come back to remind you. I was raised by my grandmother in a small countryside town. She was deeply spiritual, especially about the 1st and 15th of every lunar month. No matter where I went, she'd always remind me, after I'm gone, don't forget to light a stick of incense for me every month, okay? She passed away when I was 25. I cried a lot, but life moved on. I moved to the city for work. For the first 3 months, I visited her grave regularly, brought offerings, lit incense, prayed. Then, I got busy. One night, it was the Ghost Festival, the 15th of the 7th lunar month. I forgot. It was my girlfriend's birthday, and I didn't get home until nearly midnight. As I laid down in bed, I heard the sound of rubber sandals dragging across my apartment floor, the exact kind Grandma used to wear. I thought I was imagining things, too tired probably, but the next morning, outside my room was a half-burnt incense stick, planted upside down in the ground. No one in my building would have done something like that. The next night, at 2:17 a.m., I heard the window creak open. No breeze, but the entire room filled with the scent of menthol oil, the kind Grandma used to rub on my chest when I was sick. I turned on my phone, checking the in-room camera feed. On screen, an old woman with silver hair, dressed in a traditional blouse, stood in front of my desk. Her back was to the camera, one hand resting gently on the notebook I'd been writing in earlier. I froze. But strangely, I didn't feel afraid. I felt guilty. I called my mother back home. She said the incense stick on Grandma's altar had snapped in half that night, by itself. I booked the first bus the next morning. At her grave, I lit 3 sticks of incense, bowed deeply, and whispered, "I'm sorry. I didn't forget you. I just forgot the date." The wind stirred softly. The grass beside her stone seemed to lean ever so slightly toward me, like a gentle nod. Since then, I never forget again, because now I know, if I ever do, she'll come back. Not to scold me, but to ask, why did you forget Grandma? Have you ever made a promise to someone who's passed and broken it without realizing? If you've ever suddenly smelled their scent in the middle of the night, maybe they were simply reminding you. Leave a comment. I remember now. And don't forget to subscribe, because some spirits are just waiting for you to forget.